First stage of this recipe is making the caramelised onion. So I've added my 15 grams of butter into a pot. We're going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil in there and we're going to melt that. Whilst that's melting, we're going to go on to chopping your red onion into thin slices. Once your butter has all melted, we're going to add the onion into the pot, like that. Then to the pot, you're going to add your teaspoon of sugar, because that's what's going to help caramelise it, and your teaspoon of balsamic. Now I've got gold grade balsamic here, so it's like absolute syrup. You can obviously use your own balsamic, but I treated myself to this and oh wowee, never had anything like it. And then out of a possible 9 on my hob, I've got this about 4 or 5, so a medium heat. And then all you're going to do is break up and we're going to cook on medium heat, stirring every now and again, so don't just leave it for an indeterminate amount of time. And I'll show you at periodic intervals and what we're hoping to achieve. So this does at 20 minutes. I've just added a touch more oil just to make sure it's lubricated adequately. And we're still going. This does at 25 minutes. Looking good, but I'm gonna keep going. Homemade caramelised onions really are a labour of love, but I think it's that bit more special when you've made them rather than out of jar. But totally up to you, you can use them out of jar. That's us at 30 minutes. I'm happy with how these are looking. I'm probably going to go another 5, but just keep an eye on it over that 5. And there we are, after 35 minutes, I'm happy. Totally broken down, nice and caramelised. And we're ready to assemble the tarts now. I got some ragstone from George Muse, and all I'm going to do is just cut that into slices to put on the pastries. And you want a decent wee thickness of slice because you want to be able to taste the goat's cheese. So for the pastry, I'm just going to unroll your puff pastry. I'm going to get 8 tarts out of this. So I just want you to kind of run your knife and a centre down the middle. You can half it if you want, just to get it absolutely perfect. And then line down there, and then a line down there. Then all I want you to do is score a line in the middle of your pastry, because we're going to leave an edge. That's the bit that's going to puff up. And we're going to put the caramelised onion, goat's cheese and thyme in the little square in the middle. And then I just want you to get your caramelised onion, put a little bit in the centre of your pastry, like that. Top that with a couple of the slices of your goat's cheese and sprinkle some of your fresh thyme leaves onto that as well. Then we're just going to finish off by brushing round the edges outside the lines with the egg wash. And I've taken all the stalks off the thyme just because it's not nice to eat them, so just get the leaves, and then I'm just going to egg wash around the side, outside the line, on all of the tarts. Then going to want you to put this in the oven preheated to 190. And that's them out of the oven after 20 minutes. Nice golden pastry, melted cheese, caramelised onion. Don't they look beautiful?